Welcome back everyone to some more F1 Manager 2022. This is the Alpine save. We are nearing the end of the season. It's time for Monza and we're leading Red Bull by 52 points in the team standings, driver standings. We have a 12-point gap to Verstappen with Charles Leclerc and Gasly closing in behind. Yeah, this is going to be a tight race indeed because we have a tight battle with the Red Bulls and we've got a victory last time out, which gave a couple of our drivers a development point. Let's see, cornering maybe for Gasly. And what about Leclerc? Nothing. And I think Dua, no, he does not have anything yet. But yeah, it's looking fantastic because we won the Zandvoort race around the Dutch Grand Prix and we got new development hours. Thank you very much. So let's design a new part. What would be good for us? Something that gives us a lot of benefits. Maybe a new underfloor. Let's just invest half the time, 2.3 hours and 30 hours here. It's not like we're gonna go another season anyway. We're just gonna end it after this to see if we can defend our title, and then we're gonna put all our efforts into the Williams save. So we'll just splash all the cash and not prepare for the next season. Intense, which will come in 50 days towards the end of the season. And in the meantime as well, hold on, I will take a quick look at our car analysis with the Red Bull team. So we're worse off in everything except for engine cooling. They caught up on brake cooling as well, so that's a worry. We'll try to get another one, not as rushed though. So what we'll do is design maybe like a new front wing. We'll put the rest of the hours in, and then we won't go intense with our lookout because I want to bring it in a bit early. So yeah, everything's a plus. We're gonna put all our people in it. Should we get it rushed? Cost of approach is gonna go up, but is it gonna impact? No, it's not really gonna impact our 34 days for an intense. Yeah, we'll do an intense approach. Sure, let's do it. Alright, so the hospitality area is apparently in poor condition. The boardroom was in poor condition and we just splashed a mil in that. But I think we can upgrade this for 7 mil. We do have the money for it. We'll have 5 mil remaining and we'll be full on everything here in the boardroom. But other facilities wise, they're still in the works. CFD simulator still in the works of refurbishment. Wind tunnel is improving as we speak. And that we saw staff facilities, we got a scouting department upgrade, but it's not really a emergency kind of situation with that, so I'm just gonna leave it. So let's take a look at our performance targets. What we're gonna do is say both drivers will make it into Q2, and then for Q3 we'll make both drivers get into Q3. That is the plan. And then finishing position, I want to be within the top 5 for both drivers. And then yeah, the streak is already set. So yeah, let's head on into Italy for the Monza Grand Prix. Oh, there's been a crash on track. Multiple cars off. Where's that? I don't see. Oh, I think it's turn 1. The chicane, Variante Uno. There is an AlphaTauri off. Oh no, it's a Ferrari involved as well. Okay. Oh my god, that's a congested line there. Oh, the AlphaTauri just goes on and crashes into the Ferrari. Aye, that's not gonna be good. A lot of upset Ferrari fans. Penalty. Okay, someone got a penalty. Alright, so other than that, it was a pretty quiet practice session. P6, P8 for Leclerc and Gasly. Zhou Guanyu on a penalty. Ricciardo, Magnussen, and Vettel. Okay, so let's go into FP2 and see if we can get that all optimal setup. Oh, there's been a crash in FP2. There's a huge crash. Where's that now? I don't see it on the minimap here. Okay, set of confidence is great for now, but let's take a look at the crash. Oh, it is the Variante Uno. Must be an Alfa Romeo and Williams crash. That's another penalty for sure. Oh, that's another penalty for sure. Alright, by the end of the session, Gasly sits P2, Leclerc down in P11, Ricciardo, Ocon, Zhou, Vettel, Magnussen, and Schumacher all on penalties. Final round of practice. Let's see if we can get that optimal setup. A little worried here. We didn't get a full comprehensive idea of the car just yet. But P9, P12, we're in the middle of the pack here. Mick Schumacher taking penalties as well. think, yeah, a good number of cars taking penalties. Setup is not looking great for now. We're in the 90s, but I don't know. I really don't know if this will be the optimal. Nope, it's not going to be optimal. So let's revert then to the best one we've got, I think. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it. We'll just run it as a incomplete setup. Oh, this one's looking okay though. Optimal and optimal. We'll keep an eye out. Hope you guys are enjoying the video. If you are, there are a couple things you can do to support the channel. First off, press that like button and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe by pressing the red button down below and hit the notification bell as well so you're notified as soon as I upload next. Thank you guys so much for your support. Hope you enjoyed the rest of the video. Make your way around Parabolica for our first opening lap of the qualifying session. Leclerc is faster in sector 2. It's going to be close between the two. 120.6 flat for Gasly. Oh, and Leclerc's 38,000 slower, so they're almost equal on pace here, with Gasly having a little bit of a benefit. Maybe it's a setup benefit. We'll take a look once they get back into the pits. So Leclerc sitting on a 97%, so that is optimal indeed. What about Gasly? He's also on 97. Okay, both of these cars are on 97. All right, making it past Q1 with no big issues here. P4, P6 with just one lap done. Russell, Verstappen, and Sainz ahead of us. Bottas splitting the two cars. Knocked out our Latifi, Schumacher, Iwasa, Vettel, and Stroll. So Q2, here we go. I'm not taking this lap with too much concern. Or I'm taking this with a grain of salt because we got impeded. But we got a little faster, 120.5. We were a little faster than our Q1 time here. I think Leclerc got held up quite a bit. Why is the time not appearing? Not quite sure. That is wild. That might be a glitch. I don't know. But it's looking okay for now. We'll see if we need another lap, but I highly doubt it. So essentially, Gasly and Leclerc got the identical time there. 120.534. That's why I was whited out or something. I don't know. But knocked out of this round are Tsunoda, Albon, Ricciardo, Ocon, and Magnussen. The two Red Bulls, the only cars are faster than us, which is expected. They have the best car on track. So let's continue to Q3. This is where it matters. All right, here we go. Everyone's out on track right now, but we are the first ones to cross two green sectors, meaning someone's faster than us, probably the Red Bulls. Gasly goes with a 120.7. Not too bad considering we're still on the worn tires that we've been using since Q1. Leclerc this time does not equal Gasly's pace, but instead is 53,000 slower. Sainz goes a little faster, 0.2 faster than us, but of course we may bridge that gap with some fresh tires at the end. Is Verstappen? Verstappen's halfway through his lap, but let's do new laps on fresh tires. Here we go then. This is looking good. Leclerc on two green sectors, but look at Gasly. He's got two purple sectors going for him. This is quite impressive. Leclerc crosses the line for P1 for now. We beat Max Verstappen on track today. What about Gasly? He beats Leclerc for a 1-2. Oh my goodness, it's an Alpine 1-2. This is splendid, splendid news. Yeah, we've just got it. We just secured a front row lockout for Alpine around Monza. This is fantastic. There we have it. A front row lockout with a 120.265, 120.351 for Leclerc. Zhou at the end, and a bunch of penalties for people in the back, so that'll mix things up. But we do have the benefit over Red Bull for the race start. So let's see if we can convert this into a race victory today.
It's time for the final touches here on the grid, ahead of today's race.
If qualifying is anything to go by, Alpine are set to have a fabulous race here. Let's see if they can keep it up. This weekend, Red Bull displayed promise during qualifying. Now they need to capitalize on their grid position and get a good race under their belts. And the weather is sunny here today, apart from a few clouds. Let's hope they remain scattered on the horizon.
Well, one thing we do know, this race is going to be fast, and Monza is ready for it.
Marvelous news. Okay, so starting position is looking fantastic. Strategy is what's going to matter. All right, I'm trying an interesting strategy call for today. So Gasly, I'm going to tell him to go far and then move on to the softs. It's an opportunity here to do the two softer compounds of tire for the weekend. Leclerc will be on the opposite strat, but we are going to have a plan B available to him, which is move on to the hards about 2 laps sooner than the medium pit stop. So we'll see what happens on track, but yeah, this is looking like good strategies for both drivers. If worst case scenario around lap 20 a safety car comes out or something happens, then we're going to move both cars onto the hards and then see out the rest of the race. So advantage us. Let's see if we can pull off a good race.
Quite a few clouds overhead as we look at the lineup on the grid. And there we have Pierre Gasly. P1 today. Let's see if they can take advantage of that position. Leclerc there, down the grid. After an impressive qualifying performance, they're starting today just behind pole. Will their hard work pay off today?
And this is it.
Here we
Let's
go.
start this
It's the
race.
Italian
Grand Prix around Monza. P1, P2, looking good. Front row lockout, lights out, and away we go. We're not going to push on the tires, mainly because those tires are going to overheat and also cause problems later down the line. Why did you give up that position, Gasly? Gasly just opened the door for Verstappen to get the inside line around Variante Uno. What's he doing? What was he doing?
Red Bull gained the place.
Gasly, you screwed us over, mate. But here we go. We're fighting back. We're fighting back. Down the inside line. Through turn 3. Coming up to turn 4. Variante Secondo. I believe that's how you say it. Secondo Variante. And then... yeah, we're still in a 1-2. We're trying to push with fuel and ERS, which isn't as quick as pushing with tires, but we can't afford to give up on the tires right now or push the tires too hard because they're gonna fall off by the end of our stint, and we need to save them as much as we can. So far so good. Ascari coming up. We still maintain a 1-2. Trying to pull away from Verstappen, who's seeming to struggle halfway through the lap. Perhaps it's because of tire temps, possibly. I don't know. Can we peep a look at his wheel? I don't see his tire temps as clearly. Yeah. But anyway, we still have the fastest lap. Oh no, fastest lap is dropping. But we still maintain the lead heading into lap 2. But this time we got a wider defense going as both cars straddle the racing line. Leclerc and Gasly really fighting it out. Let's see how this race progresses. We got 53 laps. Alright, as we deplete our ERS store, we got DRS engaged now. We're gonna have to rely on our fuel. We did overfuel the car a little to push on fuel. This time Gasly trying to defend against Leclerc, but does it successfully. That allows Verstappen to close in though, which is bad. We need that DRS and try to pull away from the rest of the pack here. Oh no! Huge crash. No.
It's Pierre Gasly.
Pierre Gasly just crashed. I think he took out a Red Bull as well. Ah, that's bad.
Clearly see the contact there.
Oh
and
dear.
that caused a lot.
Uh-oh.
The team are devastated.
Okay, so
They'll be
Gasly has an
questioning
issue.
Just what happened out there?
Uh-oh. We gotta bring him in. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna pause and see what alternate strategy we can go for. What if we put a quick soft stint and then move on to another set of mediums at the end? It's gonna be slower, obviously, but can we survive on the hards to the end? Oh, yes, we can. Let's just pit for hards then. Let's do it. Plan B. Plan B is in effect because you crashed like an idiot. Doing hards, and then we're putting on new front wing. We have one left. Jeez Louise. I need to manufacture some more car parts, man. Gasly really dropping down the order here, but I gotta say, he is... It's still no one knows. It's still anyone's game here because we are pitting a lot earlier. I'm surprised we don't have a penalty. It's Sainz's penalty instead. Oh, interesting. So in fact, Sainz hit us, not Gasly hit Sainz. 9.9 seconds for a front wing change. Jeez, that was slow. But we're out, back of the grid, but we do have a one-stopper going for Gasly. We'll see out the rest of the race. Leclerc still in P2. Verstappen got an extensive lead thanks to the crash. So I think for Leclerc, we'll stick to this one-stopper, moving on to the mediums. Alright, so Verstappen just pit, so I gotta block the undercut. And we're gonna see if we can improve on our timing here. We're going side by side with Perez, which is not the best, but we're gonna drop back and then we're gonna pit now with Leclerc so that we can prepare for the final stages of the race. Perez and Piastri taking the lead. Gasly up to P16 now, which is not bad. A lot of people also pitting. Let's see. 2.28. That's a fast and steady pit stop. Fantastic. We've got more people pitting as well. So, let's see. Where's Verstappen? Verstappen gets ahead, obviously, because he was like 4 seconds up the road from us. But I think we did close the gap quite a bit. Let's see. What's the gap to Verstappen here? 4 seconds to Tsunoda, so not too bad. Not too shabby. Alright, a good number of cars pit. We're 7 seconds behind Verstappen. Jeez. That's insane. Where's Gasly? He's in P9. He's in the points. So not bad, but this is not looking good here. Oy, oy, oy. Verstappen got so lucky with that crash. So lucky. Alright, so we're in the final lap here, and Leclerc is struggling just behind Bottas, so we're gonna give him a little more pace. Gasly stuck in this train. P4, P5, P6, P7. So this needs to be done to perfection to try and get P4. Leclerc behind Bottas is a good sign because we can get a little bit of DRS down. Nah, there's no DRS there. I think there's DRS down this straight though. So hopefully Leclerc can push this car. Come on. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Attack. Come on. Come on, let's get P2 here. Come on. Get what the heck are you doing? Push the car. Brother. Come on, push the car, push the car. Get up the inside. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, Gasly, we're going full on attack as well. Gotta use up deploy. Nan, P3 then. Leclerc just won't make the move. He's just not confident enough. Alright. Well, that's P3. That's a shame. Gasly. What can he do? Can't do anything. P7 though. Good recovery from Gasly though. Starting from back of the grid or crashing out early doors and then getting pushed back of the grid. But Leclerc really underwhelming. Like, brother. Just dive it up into the inside. Like, really push the car. Cause Bottas problems, but he just doesn't do it. He was too reserved in this race. Too reserved. And just like that, everyone finishes. Sainz finishing dead last. Probably has some terminal damage somewhere, but serves him right.
This was a decent race from Charles Leclerc. Never have a team been more deserving of a podium. Everyone must be ecstatic. And the Monegasque driver certainly proved his worth with a terrific drive today. Alongside them, of course, the other two talented drivers completing today's podium lineup. This wasn't bad at all from Alpine. Now the question is, how can they make it better next time?
Yes, this was a contrasted performance, but there were some good moments. There is promise here of great things down the line.
After an intense weekend, the team ends in first place in the constructor standings.
Meet us next at the Marina Bay Circuit for a breathtaking race through the streets of Singapore.
I don't know why we're celebrating that. That is a big disappointment. P3 is a real big disappointment. But Verstappen, Bottas, and Leclerc on the podium. Perez, Russell, Ocon, Gasly, Norris, Piastri, and Magnussen in the points. Albon, Joe, Iwasa, Ricardo, Stroll, Tsunoda, Vettel, Latifi, Schumacher, and Sainz rounding out the finishers. So yeah, that means that Max Verstappen gains on us. It's only a 2-point gap between Leclerc and Verstappen. This is a tight race for the title here, with Gasly closing in as well, but not as much. They are extending away, like 82, 81 point gap to Verstappen. It's quite large. With only a handful of races remaining now, Alpine still ahead of Red Bull. We didn't lose too many points this weekend, so that's good. So we still have the benefit heading into Singapore next time. Leclerc gains a lot of experience, Gasly some. Doohan didn't get a drive today. 6.2 mil made in total, which I will take. So let's head on into Singapore now.